Hey guys, we're outside today. I just made a video and I got a phone call in the middle of it, so it's cut off half of my audio. So that's great. Let's start over. I thought I'd bring you outside today because it is beautiful out here and I just needed to be outside. So I thought I'd bring my little phone stand thing. But let's get into it. So what I was saying is that I immediately on setting up my blanket, I went straight to the thought of like, how can we show ourselves more love? You know, how can we action more love? So how I was thinking of it is that when we talk about love in general, and when we talk about self love as well, we can all say that, we're on a self love journey or we finally learned to love ourselves and this and that. But it's like most of the time it has to do with the feeling of love and the acceptance of oneself. Now, how can we take that further? So, what I was saying was that it's about the action of love. And you know how, today's day and age, we talk about love languages, the psychology within love, how do you like to feel loved? How do you give it? How do you receive it? And it's just like, are we giving our own love languages to ourselves, guys? Are we? So for example, if your love language is acts of service, like, are you actually giving yourself acts of service? Let's say, for example, let's say you're tired the night before and you've got something to do the next day, and you're too tired, so you want to go to bed, but that you yourself, you'd really like it to be done in the morning for you, so it's a nice smooth trail. When you wake up, it's all done, bam. And it's like, it's about stepping back and asking yourself, am I too tired to do this? Do I need to rest right now? Or is it okay for me I looked up and it was 222. So twos might be, they might resonate with you. But yeah, it's about asking yourself, am I too tired to do this right now? Is it more relevant that I rest? Or is it more relevant that I do this preparation for myself? Which side of it will I feel more loved? If I allow myself to rest and know that that was my act of love to myself, and then in the morning I might have to get up a little bit earlier to make sure that I get things done? Or am I able to push through so that when I wake up tomorrow morning, it's kind of like a beautiful surprise for myself, that I know that I've done it and I've made my life easier. I've made the day start off a lot easier. So that is what I mean. Like, are you actually showing yourself your own love languages, that acts of service? Another example, if your love language is, let's say, physical touch, yeah? A lot of people's love language is physical touch, especially in partnerships. So it's like, when's the last time that you've actually held yourself? When's the last time that you literally just hugged yourself and told yourself that it's okay, I am safe, I am loved, I am accepted, I'm held? It's just certain ways that you can actually hold yourself and make yourself feel good. When's the last time you literally just, you watch TV and you just stroked your hair? Do you know what I mean? It's little things that you can actually do to make yourself feel loved outside of yourself. And I'm going to explain that, because the way that I am learning to love myself, now that I have accepted myself and allowed myself to be seen and step out fully and be fucking raw, you know what I mean? It's a process. Some days are harder than others. Oh, it's a nice little pretty rainbow color. I don't know what. That's nice. Okay, we'll take that. But yeah, so it's a process. Some days are better than others. But now that I am learning to action it, now that that is being brought to light, like, okay, yeah, you love yourself, you've got the feeling there, you've got the intention, how are you going to show yourself that you actually matter to yourself? So it's like, now I see myself as a separate being. I've literally treated myself like I'm a separate being outside of myself. What would Jenny like to eat today? Oh, she's got this in the morning. Let's prep that for her. So when she gets up, let's say, oh, I'm tired. I just want to go be lazy and lay down in my bed and, have a little scroll before I go to sleep or whatever. Do I actually have an extra 15 to 20 minutes just to get up and buff the kitchen and, just make things feel good? Because when I close my eyes and I wake up and I feel refreshed and it's a whole new start, whole new day, it just feels so much better to get up in a clean house. And I'm sorry, that's me. It just feels better to get up without the chaos, without the mess of yesterday. So I've started to treat myself like I am outside of myself. And this is going to go back to a video that I made before. I believe it's called, I think the thumbnail says nostalgia. So I'll try to leave a card up here somewhere. If not, I'll leave it at the end of this video. Definitely go and have a look. It's a beautiful message, not from me, but came through me to you. And as I watched it back, I absolutely loved it. But with the message in that video, nostalgia, what came through me was, you see, guys, I'm out here in these streets. I'm being seen. People are watching me, face away from the road, talking to you, sitting out on a blanket in the trees, talking to my phone. That's fine. This is where we're at now. I'm proud of that. So yeah, getting back to what I was saying. In the video, nostalgia, the message that came through was the fact that all of the versions of you, so from the baby to the toddler to the little girl with all the dreams to the teenage self to, the late teens to early 20s. I'm 30 years old, guys, if you didn't know. So all of my versions up until this point and all of the future versions that I haven't met yet are all simultaneously, all at the same time existing, and we are connected to all of these versions. So with that said, the message that came through for this was the fact that you are your own family. You are your first family. The same way that they say you are your first, you're the first relationship that you should care for before you start caring for relationships outside of yourself. Unfortunately, that's not how we were raised. We don't know these things until we know these things. But the thing is that you are your own family. All of these versions of yourself are they exist all at once, all together. They coincide with each other. It's all connected. So are you actually loving on these versions of yourself? Are you creating space for all of these versions of yourself? And I don't mean just, oh yeah, okay, I'm a child, I want to play. I mean, even the child that felt abandoned, the child that felt nurtured, the child that didn't feel seen, the child that was bullied, the child that, their dreams got crushed and someone told them along the way that they can't be who they wanted to be and they can't do what they wanted to do. How are we loving on these versions? How are we also on the other end? How are we loving on the future selves? How are we showing up for the future selves? Just like in my example just now, 9 times out of 10, I choose to take those extra minutes, even if the whole kitchen isn't clean completely. I will make sure that I spend at least 5-10 minutes just doing something so that some of that chaos from yesterday is gone. I can leave parts of yesterday behind because I know my future self wants to start fresh every day. I want to start fresh and I want to start better than I did the last, So how are you nurturing the future selves? How are you nurturing all of that family that you hold within you? So yeah, that's the whole message really. Thanks for joining me outside. Like I said in recent videos, I don't like to tell you what to do without telling you how to do it. But in this case, it's going to be about you really knowing yourself and knowing what your love language is and what type of acts that you can implement in your everyday life. Just the little things that add up that make you feel like, I thought of myself today. I cared about myself today. I considered my feelings. I considered myself, let's try to feel more love so that we can share more love. The more that you embody it, the more that you create it within yourself and within your own family, your inner relationship, it's the more that you're able to expose that to the world. And we need that. We need you. So thank you so much for watching. Like if you feel called to, subscribe if you feel called to, share this with someone. And I would like to know, let me know in the comments, what acts of love have you been doing lately for yourself? You never know, your comment could actually spark something in someone else. Love you guys. Until next time.